Written by Murphy, doing a book review of Have Spacesuit Will Travel by Robert Heinlein. I don't normally have a physical book with me because I usually read digitally, either audiobooks or on my Kindle. But this one I liked so much. I got the physical book because I want my daughter to read it. And just a moment, we also made sure that it had enough space. A lot of times physical books will, especially books that have been a little bit older, they'll get reprinted and this is so dirty, so it's uncomfortable to read. And my daughter's like, I don't want to read a book that's got all crammed together. And I agree with her. This book I want to talk about particularly. It's so wonderful. I wanted to read something a bit escapist, and I found it. I wanted, Heinlein, sci-fi, adventure, not dystopia, really. A little bit at the end, but this guy, this boy, it's a children's book. It's meant to be for kids, and so this guy, a teenager, says he wants to go to the moon. And the world that we start in, listen to this, he says at the very beginning. He tells his dad, Dad, I said, I want to go to the moon. Very direct. That is the third sentence. His dad says, certainly. Dad, please, I'm serious. I said it was all right. Go ahead. Yes, but how? Eh? Well, that's your problem, Clifford. That's your problem, Clifford. And so Clifford, the hero, figures out how to get to the moon through a series of adventures. Now, the thing is, this is very Horatio Alger. This is very figure out how to do it and the world will come and, you do the right things and all the forces of the world will help you. So, save your money, be diligent, learn stuff, but in a scientific way. This is from the late 50s, I believe. And so Clifford, the teenager, does the work. He is serious about it. He learns about it. He figures out all the ways that he might do it. He ends up winning a contest to get a spacesuit. And that's not enough. He's like, okay, I am one step closer to the moon. Some people might be satisfied with the spacesuit. That's pretty far. That's pretty good. You just have a spacesuit and say, well, there's my spacesuit, good enough. He's gonna prepare this spacesuit to be ready to go to the moon, so that when he gets the chance to go to the moon, he's got it. It's pretty scientific, which is fun because Heinlein is not talking down to the audience. He's like, okay, and I use these, and it's, mechanical, like make sure that this physical thing seals, and make sure that the math and so it's really good. This is one of the reasons why I thought my daughter needs to read this. In a way, it reminds me of what The Martian did, the author of The Martian did. He said, lined up how you're going to figure it out to get to where you need to go. It's very problem solving. He walks you through what it takes to get this spacesuit ready for the moon. One thing he talks about a lot, he misses his slide rule. That's old school. I've seen a slide rule, I have no idea how to use it, but it's a fancy calculator, right? It is full of adventure. He is very the hero. He has all kinds of self-motivation and agency. He has a job, that's part of it, and he has to deal with the bully of this town who's making fun of him, and but he also gets support from the town, because the reason he gets the spacesuit is he wins a contest. So that's like that could happen. That's reasonable, right? It's in the range of possibility. He wins a soap contest, and everybody helps him because you have to turn in the wrapper on the soap. So the whole town buys a lot of soap because he persuades them, come on, you want this soap, and they know what he's doing, so they're supporting him. this is nice. Also possible that he's, doing the work. And then he does get off the planet. That's the part that's, okay, we've gotten into science fiction now. But everything up to that point is very realistic, could happen. Then he gets onto the edge of some other species that's attacking the world, kind of. And he has a series of adventure. He gets a young sidekick, a girl. It's nice to have a girl that he's sort of protecting, and she's much younger than him, so he's like, he's just a kid. But the girl is really smart too, an excellent person to emulate. And at the very end, because it's fun, they both, he and the girl, Clifford and the girl, have to represent not America. They have to represent Earth, the human species, as to whether or not they should be stopped. Will they cause havoc? He has to defend the whole human species. So cool. The whole world is on the line. And he has to come up with a way to do that. Long adventure. Lots of exciting things. Lots of mathy problems. Made me think, wow, if my daughter had to... If my daughter had a math problem, the story problems had to do with, like, saving the world, that would be more compelling. Her math homework would be a lot more interesting to her, I think. So I really enjoyed it as an adult. I want my daughter to read it, to think about self-reliance, solving math problems, and having a cool save the world adventure. I really enjoyed it. What do you think? Do you like Heinlein? Do you have Heinlein memories? Do you have anything this reminds you of? Let's keep the conversation going.